you have to close your store, I mean for a short time, not forever, this is what to do about it, because you can actually use it to your advantage. So listen, this is where we dig into questions that people have sent in and we answer them, and it always sparks great conversation. So Jacqueline asks, how do I freshen up my store without losing business? I really need to close the store to paint. Obviously, it's never ideal to actually close your store, but if it's a planned closure, you actually have the opportunity to be prepared for it and being able to turn this obstacle into an opportunity. Stay tuned. The first tip, you want to plan it strategically, obviously. So you want to plan it when it's going to be minimizing the disruption to your regular business. So do it during like on a day that's the slowest day of the week, slow time of year. Notify your customers in advance with emails and social media and signage. And number 2, offer online shopping with daily emails. The beauty of doing this is that you can prepare for it and have this stuff all done ahead of time, so it just happens seamlessly while you're focusing on the other work you need to do. So you want to continue to serve them during the time that you're closed, right? So offer those emails, doing special discounts. Like today is the 30th of the month, so take 30% off of one item, or buy 2 items, take 30% off one, or whatever, just random things like that. It's incredible how it really does not ever kill your markdowns when you look at it over a whole year basis, and it increases your sales. And it just kind of makes it fun of what you're doing, right? You can also offer free shipping or local delivery to encourage the people to shop while your physical store is actually closed. All right, number 3. Create anticipation. In these emails that you tell them about your closing, build excitement about what you're doing. I mean, come on, you're excited about what the store is going to look like afterwards. So set aside the amount of work that you're doing, which I know is work, but tease about your upcoming changes through social media posts and your emails and unique peeks maybe of what the new color is or the new design. Because you want to pique curiosity. You want to get people curious to come in and see what it's going to look like when it's all done and really generate some buzz about it, right? Number 4 is to plan a grand reopening event. Make it a big, huge deal once your store makeover is complete. The store gets the most attention when it opens, when it closes, and when you're talking about a grand reopening. So do that. Call it that. Make it a big deal. You want to invite them in to celebrate with you and to experience the fresh look of your store. So let's say you're closed like on a Monday and Tuesday to refresh everything. You don't have to schedule the event, like the grand reopening, like for Wednesday. You can wait until the next week so you have time to get everything in place and make sure that everything's good. Give yourself a breathing room, and then you can even like do a 5-day countdown of when the grand reopening event is, and take pictures that you include in social media as well in emails of like certain strategic parts, like one little tiny part of something that's fresh and new, and then your last email, because you're going to do a countdown, right? And so the last one will say, it's today, and then you list what those pictures are and what it actually was a full picture of, so that you can get people into the store to see the whole thing. It works like crazy. You know, you don't have to make a sale on that day. You can say, just come in and celebrate, have cake pops, little mini muffins, whatever. You could, though, offer like a special promotion or do something like that if you wanted to. But just know that you don't have to. It's up to you and how much your sales were impacted by those days of being closed, and if you want to get a little extra shot in the arm. Because a short-term flash sale for a day or 2 days, if you wanted to do your grand reopening over the weekend, won't hurt you again over the whole year. It will not. It's just good to make it be like an unusual number, or have brought some merchandise in at a promo price that you know you can offer at a certain markdown or something like that. But don't make it a normal number. So don't say 10% off, or don't say 20% off. Make it 11% off because your address is 1172, or make it 11.72% off because that's what your number is if you're allowed to do something like that. Because that gets attention. When you say a regular number like 10 or 20 or whatever, people don't tend to see it, but when it's in its usual number, they will. You could also do a buy one, get one, where there's a significant discount on the second one they get. Again, don't make it buy one, get one 50% off. That makes you sound like every other discount warehouse in the world. Do buy one, get one 30% off because today's the 30th, or buy one, get one 65% off. You'd be amazed. We have done all this research and have seen that when you do buy one, get one 65% off, the average markdown actually is only about 27 to 28%. And yet if you said get 27 or 28% off, you'd never sell as much as you do when you do buy one, get one for 65. Like, that sounds huge, and we'll get people through the door. Also use this opportunity in these emails and with this grand reopening event to talk about the kind of things that you do, not just the items you sell. For example, if you're a clothing store, you're not just selling clothing, you're selling the outfit that they're going to wear to your next book club meeting. Or if you're a maker store, you're not just selling fabric or yarn, you're selling what their next project is going to be. Or if you're a clothing store, you could also make it be about creating confidence for people too. This kind of thing is what makes you stand out from everybody else. It makes such a big difference in the results that you will get. So don't skimp on this. Don't skimp on the preparation time for it. Tip number 5 is that also take super advantage of the fact that the store is closed so you can enhance your total in-store experience if you'd like to, right? So consider updating signage. I find that signage is something I always put off doing until the last minute, and yet when I had an opportunity like this, I could really make things look better. You could rearrange displays, you could move big fixtures around for better flow, or add new decor, change up your speed bump in the very front of the store. You could clean the carpets or refinish the floors, or take this opportunity while you're closed to do anything that's hard to do while you're open. The main thing to remember is to plan for this and to increase your communication with your customers while you're closed. Keep them informed of the progress and how everything is going. Share behind the scenes. People love BTS updates. And remind them of when you'll be back in business. We'll be back in business on Wednesday, and we're having our grand reopening on following Saturday or whatever it is. And encourage them to share their excitement and their expectations. Or the thing I want you to know and have confidence about is that by implementing these strategies, you can freshen up your store with a new paint job, Jacqueline, without losing business. You can. And in fact, you can leverage this opportunity to be able to increase engagement with your customers, to drive online sales, to create excitement about what you're doing, and drive traffic, and ultimately enhance your customer's store experience, right? So let me know what of these you're going to do. Okay? I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. Love you much. Happy retailing. Bye-bye.